Yes, sorry, again from the top of the line. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Joe Lenihan, the managing member and majority owner of the Loray mill in Gastonia, California. What we've done here is we've recreated and reestablished the mill, 600,000 square feet. Phase one, we built 190 apartments. We have about 85,000 square feet of commercial and retail. And what we're doing now, that was started 5 years ago. What we're doing now is we are 100% occupied in our apartments and residential. People coming from mostly outside of Gaston County moving into this area. This was a lower socioeconomic area when we moved in.
It was actually pretty dangerous.
It was very dangerous. A lot of drug dealers, prostitutes. The roads at night, you would not come down here. People wrote into the paper, the Gaston Gazette, and told me no one will ever live there. But I knew that this was the pillar of the community. This was built in 1903. It's the largest mill in the South, and it's had at one point 2,500 workers in the mill. So yes, a community suffers when a place like this closes down. All the mill houses around it, there's like 200 of them, all suffered. But I also knew that when you put money back into the mainstay of a community like this, the largest mill around, that it will come back. People will come back, and we're seeing that now. We're seeing the regentrification of the neighborhood. We're seeing people reinvest in their houses. We're seeing people move in, fix up houses, and then sell them. The house price, what I've noticed recently is they've doubled in value. I was buying things for $45,000 a couple years ago. They're now $115,000 for these mill houses. And what we're also doing here is we're trying to bring in an element of the locals who want to create businesses. We have had a number of farmers markets out in the street here in front of the mill, where like on a Thursday afternoon, we call it Loray Mill Live. We have bands, we have a farmer's market, people come and sell things. We've moved some of them in here into the mill, where we get local people open up their own merchant shop. We're also setting up a workspace for like an incubator, where people can come and actually rent or lease an office, but not even an office, more of a desk. We'll have a generalized community room. We'll have a boardroom where they can sit and meet, and that way it will be a talk amongst many different people. The art culture also came in here and looked to try and do cubicles for the artists. We are open to all of that. I think that's what this mill was. I mean, it was the mainstay of the community. There, you know, people are saying, why don't you go find Starbucks, or why don't you go find that? Well, two reasons. One, those large companies really look tightly at demographics. We do not meet the demographics that those people want. This is still a lower socioeconomic neighborhood. But the reality is, it's changing, and people are moving in, and people are changing the neighborhood. We had a new park built just down the street. People are investing in the homes, as I said. The city just agreed to $18 million in a new minor league ballpark 2 blocks from us, because we're here. We have new businesses opening up and down the mainstay Franklin Boulevard because we're here. And they're saying, look at what happened at Loray. I bought the pawn shop that was at the front corner here and closed it, because that's not the business we're attracting anymore. You know, people want to come in here and move from smaller entities to the middle-sized entities, and that's what we're helping to provide here with our commercial retail.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
A wonderful thing. And
It really is.
I'm here from California.
Right.
Okay? I was the California financial investor. We've had a lot of issues. We over budget. We did all this stuff, but we did it. We finished. I'm here now all the time. And I realize one thing. People say, oh, you're the owner. No, I'm not. What I am, I may be the majority shareholder. What I am is I'm a caretaker of a piece of history. Franklin Roosevelt stood right out there in front and thanked the workers for making tents during the war. Okay? This is not my mill. This is the city's mill, the people here. We've interviewed in our history center dozens and dozens of people that used to work here to get their stories, you know, on tape. They're in the history center now. People love
That
this
history
place.
center is a thing of beauty.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't had a
really-
chance to really look around, but yeah.
I am, and you know why?
And that-
Not because of us. You know why? Turns out the head of the history department from UNC Chapel Hill came in. I don't know how he even got contacted. Got on the board, and I'm like, "What are you doing here, Bobby?" You know, he said, "I used to live right there, Joe. My parents worked in this mill." The Speaker of the House from the North Carolina Congress, Carl Stewart, was helping us out, and I said, "Carl, what are you doing?" He says, "Oh, Joe, both my parents worked here. I grew up in one of those mill houses, and I received the first scholarship ever from the Firestone Workers Children's Scholarship Fund. He went to Duke, became a lawyer, went into Congress, became Speaker of the House right from here.
Wow.
And he's giving back.
Wow.
People love this mill, and my job now, I realize, is to take it from where it is today, refurbish it, and pass it on. It's a piece of
Brilliant.
history.
Brilliant.
It's really neat.
Brilliant. I'm just gonna stop.